Hello everyone, welcome to 2 and 3D. So today I'm going to be making a tutorial about how I created this character. This is Druski, the American comedian. So I'm just going to jump into it, and this will be like a very brief tutorial, just the basics. I'll be covering the basics of this, how I created this character. So it's going to be a time-lapse kind of video. Okay, so after drawing the head, that was when I realized that I was supposed to be recording. So that was when I went in and started recording. So just basically the same thing. You try and draw the face, try to capture the whole face, and then the body, I'm sketching it currently, sketch out the body, and then the leg and stuff like that. And the guy is a fat character, which is the reason why I'm using the puppet to actually bulge out the stomach. So it's just basically drawing for now. Okay, but one thing I need to draw your attention to is his eyes. So what I normally do is I make the first, that's the default eye, and then I create a bulgier eye, that's to make like a wider eye, and then I start reducing it as I start reducing the eyes up until it is closed, which will actually create a sequence for you, which you can use to actually make it blink, or to make his eyes make his eye any shape, like to illustrate what the character is actually trying to say. So if he's angry, you cannot make his eyes wide, so you have to make it a bit close. So that's basically what I did there. So now I'm actually drawing over the sketch I created. So I'm just going to be giving some like some tips while this video is going on. So one thing you need to know is the arms. I do not create the arms from scratch, because I've done that. I've gone through the rigor of creating, and I do not create my characters in such a way that the hands are just rigged. I actually make cycle triggers for them. Like I imagine every single move the character will be making, like his hands movement, or every single hand movement the character will be making, and then I just create a sequence for it, like a cycle kind of sequence for it. So after doing that, I do not go through that all over again for every single character. So except for characters where like the hands are a bit unique, so I have to create that, and hopefully I'll get one of these days, and I'll make a tutorial for that. So there are things that I just pick from certain characters. Like this, I just picked his shoes from a different character. So instead of actually redrawing this Timberland, I just picked it because I actually have made that before. And then the mouth too, I just picked that from a separate character, which I did not like, so I actually changed it. So it's just stuff like that. And then I changed the color of the lips. So the lips, what you need to know is the lips is actually plenty of visms in it. So what I do is I select the whole lips, and then I use the color picker, not the color picker, I've forgotten what it is called, but you can change colors from there of a selection. So just the eyebrow too, even the eyebrow, I select the eyebrow from different character and I put it, and then I replace its part. So I create his own eyebrow as a brush, and then I replace it with every single sequence, because the eyebrows are also in sequence, and I cannot be going through the stress of making this over and over again for every single character. So what I do is I pick a character that I've already created his eyebrow, and then I use that I make his own eyebrow as a unique part, not a unique part, a unique brush, and then I just overlay it over all the other sequence I've created. So it's the same thing with the hands, the same thing with basically almost everything. I reuse my model. I just edit it to be suitable for this particular character. That's just what I do in most cases. So I do not create everything from scratch. There are certain things that I do have to create from scratch, like his eyes, like his head shape, like the nose, the mouth, not the mouth. So let me just explain what I'm doing here. So normally I could just use this hand because it actually fits, but I'm actually trying to create like his kind of like a sweater kind of thing for him. So what I did was I used the reference image, I create the hand, and then I just replace it. So I create it as a brush, then I replace it all through, so I do not have to go through the rigor of like recreating the hands for every single, like let's say if I want to change his clothes now, from short sleeve to long sleeve? Do I start going through the whole stress of like creating long sleeve for every single sequence? Close to 100 sequence here, so there's no way I can be doing that for every single character. So what I do is I just replace it as a brush, which is one reason why I actually love using Adobe Illustrator instead of Photoshop for my character creation, because it makes the work so much easier, honestly. So okay, so what was I even saying? Okay. The hand, as you can see now, it works for some reason. Not for some reason, it actually works. So you do the same thing for the other hand, because there are like plenty sequence there too. So going through the stress of like remaking them is just unnecessary, honestly. Initially, when I started out, that was what I was doing. I kept doing that, and I realized that there was an easier way of doing this thing that would actually save me time and save me so much stress. So that is what I actually adopted, and this system is actually really perfect for my own case. In my own case, but what I ended up doing at one point is I created like plenty kind of variety of hand shapes and stuff like that. So for every character I actually want to create, in most cases I do already have a hand that suits that character. So you could actually get some of my characters and maybe use the hands too if you want. So I have the 3-finger hand, that's the 4-finger hand, and that's the one for like Family Guy and the rest. I have the one for I have like complete 5-finger hands for realistic characters like this. So it's actually, it makes the work way easier. So now what I just did was I selected a particular puppet that is similar to this puppet, and then I just replaced the original AI file for it, and then boom, the character is there. So all I just need to do is adjust some few things to make the character actually work. And this is actually one reason that I actually do not like using Photoshop, because I've tried this on Photoshop, and whenever I try it, for some reason some things just do not fall in place. In some cases it do, most of the time it doesn't work, but sometimes it does work. And when it does, my problem is I end up some layers will not be functioning well, some things will just be replaced, like I don't know. But with Adobe Illustrator, so far as the layers are arranged exactly the same way, when you drag, that's when you just replace that puppet AI file, like your old puppet AI file with the current one, automatically just updates it. It just changes it to the current AI file, and it works almost seamlessly. All you just need to do is adjust some few things like I did here, just adjust the hands a little. So as you can see, the character is actually fine, and well, just a few adjustments. I ended up reworking on this character afterwards, because there are certain things that I actually did not like. But basically, this is all. So I hope this video was helpful. If it wasn't, please leave a comment in the section. Leave your comment in the comment section, and I'll get to it, or maybe create a longer video for this. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.